Hi there, I am back as I promised, and you are most welcome into my channel. Our target is to learn and make a robot like my Chotu. Before learning how to make a robot, let us understand what we are going to make. So, what we are going to make a robot which will enter data into an application for me. And what we want that this data like withdrawal, deposit, split deposit, and then cash, and then check on us, and then not on us checked. By entering into an application, we'll just run that application, and that application will provide after entry a transaction ID, and that transaction ID is to be put here for our references, and then this will be saved. This Excel file will be saved. So let us first run the robot and let us see what it is actually doing, and then we will simulate and we will create a robot which will do same kind of thing. Let me run this. So my robot is now running. Now my robot is running, and this was the file, and this is the application where we have to put entry, and there are 10 entries, line of entries, which it has to be done. It's entering. What it is doing is depending upon the nature of transaction, that is transaction type, if it is withdrawal or deposit or a split deposit, depending upon this, you can see the data entry format is also changing. Now you can see that withdrawal we have got check 1 and check 2, nothing else. So now it has did all the entries, and let me see. Now this is my transaction number 462153, and then this must have been saved into this system and to the Excel file. Let me open the file. Now you can see all the transactions are being saved. So transactions are being saved. Now let me run it again. Let me see if it override the transaction IDs or not, because I should not have been um, permitted the robot to override the transaction IDs. I must have a check that it should not be overwritten accidentally, because during a running of a robot there might be any accident, and due to that, if something has been entered earlier, and say for example these entries are pending, then it should not overwrite all the entries. It must enter the remaining one. So let me run the project again, run my robot again, and let enter in this application, which is an application for this purpose. So let me run the robot again. Now the job has been started again. You can see that it is saying that we have the transaction is already booked, and this is because it has got a transaction ID. So this kind of robot we want to make. So how to make that robot? We'll discuss and we'll understand. So first of all, what you need is a UiPath StudioX Community Edition, and this will help you out to make a robot. Now you can see I have got the flow of task for the robot with a decision that what it should be done. Do if the transaction is ID is empty, then run, otherwise write that the transaction is already booked. Now, how to make all these things?